Tahrir Square is once again packed with hundreds of protesters, reminding us with how the city looked like during the chaotic days of the 25th January revolution. Groups of activists vowed on July 10th to remain in Tahrir in protest against the military council and the government for failing to eradicate corruption and failing to detain and try officers charged with killing protesters. Makeshift tents were erected in the center of the square, and many citizens have remained in the camp since Friday prayers. Anger has been rising in the country because many Egyptians are convinced that the military council is reluctant to deliver on the demands of protesters.
We will stay here until our demands begin to be honestly met and not just addressed in statements. The Tahrir protest is here, and we are here, and anyone who wanted to meet our demands could have done so.
A sign reading "Civil disobedience until further notice" was pinned up outside the Mogama administrative building in Tahrir. The activists at Tahrir continued their protests, even after Prime Minister Issam Sharaf gave a speech saying the government was taking steps to prosecute individuals who killed protesters. An Egyptian judge said on Sunday that new criminal cases would be transferred to other courts to free up judges, reviewing cases linked to corruption and the death of protesters. These decisions come in response to the protests that have been taking place in Suez since Wednesday, after police officers detained over the killings of protesters were granted bail.
It's not logical or wise to remove a police officer and for him to be free to roam. If this is the case, then I haven't accomplished anything. He's still then going to go about threatening people and threatening the families of the martyrs. And all of the despicable practices that police officers accused of killing protesters have carried out in terms of threatening the families of the martyrs or offering them money. So it's as if we didn't accomplish anything.
Protesters are directing many of their criticisms towards Prime Minister Sharaf and Field Marshal Mohammed Hussein Tantawi. Some activists are asking Mr. Sharaf to resign and are stating that Mr. Tantawi must go if the reforms are not put into place. Nadia Idrismain, العربية.